Alright, so you clicked the jungle video, so let's get started with the top 3 junglers that I picked based on the stats and roster changes, yada yada. So, for the first jungler, I think it's pretty simple. I chose Reignover because he was a solid jungler throughout the entire EU LCS. Along with the rest of his team, Fnatic, it was a pretty easy performance for him. Quite frankly, Huni was dominant. Pavilion was pretty great. Steelback was, as I said in the other video, Steelback scored the highest amount of fantasy points total. So, you know, with the addition of Reckless now, I think Reignover is going to be able to perform pretty much to the same standard that he performed on the last split. He scored 364 points total. I think he might even just surpass that. And he even ended the split with 64 total kills, and then the next highest kills, just to like put it in comparison here, the next highest kills for junglers was 55, and that was Diamond Procs. So, you know, take it how you want. You know, again, like I said in the other videos for both the jungler and the top laner, the Fnatic players might have to give away kills to Reckless, which I think might hurt their scores, or it might help them. We'll see how that plays out, but right now, the way I'm looking at it as stats being taken away and given to Reckless, which means that they might be able to pull off similar performances, but they're not going to have similar scores. Instead of kills, they're going to have assists, which are less points in fantasy. So that's the way I'm looking at it. As for my second jungler, I picked... Wow. My second jungler choice, I'm sorry that took so long. Anyway, my second jungler choice was Rush. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm trying to eliminate the whole outside factor here that he is #1 in Korean solo queue right now, because quite frankly, he was the top jungler in Korean solo queue when he came over to America to play for Team Impulse. But I've seen the growth. I see him getting better. There's not many players I can consider a prospect in the LCS, but I think that he was a prospect coming into the last split, and I think he's developed into a great player, and I do see him becoming one of the better junglers in NA, if not one of the best. So that's pretty much the way I'm looking at it. He didn't put up phenomenal numbers by any stretch. He put up about 316 points. He's finished like 6th in total out of all junglers in Fantasy LCS, including EU and NA. So, you know, not a fantastic performance, but I do believe that he's going to surpass that score greatly, especially with the increased synergy with the rest of the team. Nobody on that team was moved or changed or rotated, whatever the hell. Like, everything's the same. He should have only gotten better. He should have only synergized with his team better. Hopefully management, like I said with the other video, the top video with Impact, hopefully they've gotten over this language barrier that they had last split, and they won't have to improvise with spark pings anymore. So that's why I believe he's probably the second best player you could pick for jungle. Now my third and final pick for the jungler position is Svenskeren. I think I said that right. Honestly, I see him only performing better, and the only reason I didn't put him second was because he might not mesh with Candy Panda immediately. That is my only concern, as he is a jungler and he's probably going to have to gank for bot lane a ton. So that's my only concern in terms of him putting up the same points, but he was second to Reignover in total points, where he scored 354 points total, which is about 10 points away from Reignover. So not too bad. I don't think he's going to have issues, but the reason I put him third is that there's a possibility he might not mesh with Candy Panda. So that's my only concern. That's why he's third, and that's why I think if you're not able to get Rush or Reignover, you should get him. I think he's a solid jungler pick. I think he's better than a lot of the other junglers that are available. Minus maybe Meteos. I think he's probably going to perform better this year. I think that's like an honorable mention, I guess, for me. But I don't think he cracks the top 3. So that's about it for the jungler position role. Again, I'm going to have the links to the rest of the videos in the description so you don't have to go back to the first video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about this whole series, and leave comments on what you think, you know, whatever you guys think. If you think I'm wrong or right, whatever. I'm definitely open to comments. So I'll see you later.